Welcome back to Florida Sportsman Best Boat. Join our hosts as they check out the Caymas 341cc, a serious center console fishing platform that incorporates ample comfort and amenities. The Caymas 341cc has an overall length of 33 feet 6 inches, a beam of 10 feet, and a max horsepower rating of 1,200. Designed for commanding blue water adventure, she has a draft of 27 inches, a dead rise of 23 degrees, a dry weight of 9,500 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 345 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts.
Cap, let me tell you something. Walking down the dock this morning, what a thrill. The Caymas 341. We're used to their bay boats. They build great ones. This thing is a serious fishing machine.
You're not kidding, Rick. I'll tell you what, man, I've been excited about getting on this boat since the day I found out we were gonna have them. I've been really excited about seeing it since Miami Boat Show, where I missed the boat. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of stuff to look at on this rig. I mean, there's a lot of fishability, but there's a lot of other kind of little hidden things around the boat I want to check out. We got a lot to dive into.
We do. I tell you, this thing is a serious fishing machine with a camouflage family boat inside of it. Let's get going. You know, one of the best parts about my job is walking down the dock that first morning and being introduced to a new boat. Let me tell you, when I walked down and saw the Caymas 341, my first thought was, Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore. These are not the Caymas Bay boats that we've grown to love over the years.
The 341cc from Caymas represents the largest offering to date from this company. And one quick look around before we rolled out made it immediately clear that plenty of thought went into this model. The need to maximize the usefulness of every inch of deck space isn't limited to the smaller bay-style boats we've seen from this brand in the past. Taking full advantage of any work surface to maximize efficiency can make the difference between a good boat and a great one.
I tell you what, it took a lot of design to come up with the shear line of the 341. I love the fact that the bow is high enough to where it'll handle really big waves offshore, but back in the cockpit, I can reach the water to grab a billfish. Ideal shear line.
A pair of forward benches to port and starboard fold down into a flush pocket that merges seamlessly together into the inner liner when stowed. A similar bench in the cockpit spans the transom and stows out of sight in the same way.
Just in case the invisible seating up in that wide open bow wasn't enough, just lift the tops of the seats. There's storage underneath for stuff you don't want to go to the transom to get. That wonderfully comfortable lounge ahead of the console doubles as massive storage. You need to pack stuff for the weekend, it all fits in there. It's out of sight, it's out of mind until you need it.
The helm face features a very nice heads-up perspective for the driver at the port side and room for a pair of 17-inch multi-function display units along with full instrumentation. The hardtop and enclosure integrate neatly into the console forward and helm station aft using flat-form D-tubing powder-coated pipework that maximizes clearance around the deck surrounding the workspace.
They did a fabulous job inside the console. Listen to this now. It's got a head, it's got a sink, it's got plenty of storage room, it's even got fold-out storage, all in an area that seems like it's too small to give you that much accessibility. How smart is Caymas? Well, I'll give you an example. You put your hose, freshwater and saltwater, amidships. That way you can reach every area of the boat with half the hose. It's not difficult, it's a brilliantly simple idea.
The fishability of this model is definitely on point. A helm station work area in the pit featuring rod holders and tackle storage makes setting up for action simple. A rigid fiberglass bait or drink cooler, which is on a sliding track, doubles as a rear-facing seat. For serious live baiters, a 70-gallon well in the transom powered by a Hooker sea chest pump system with dual 2,500-gallon adjustable pumps won't let you down when having enough bait is critical. In the cockpit deck are a pair of separate compartments, one for access to your bilge systems and a second forward compartment that's offered as a 240-quart fish box, a secondary live well, or the space can also be used to mount a Seakeeper gyro stabilizer. A wide dive door is built in to port for landing your trophy catch, but also provides an easy entry point into the water. These are always a welcome addition for dockside boarding as well. Whether you're out for a relaxing ride with the family or friends, or serious blue water game fishing, This model from Caymas has taken all of the details into consideration. Combine this fact with the comfortable ride offered by the Michael Peters designed stepped V-ventilated tunnel hull, and we all agreed that the 341 center console from Caymas should be a welcome addition to their line.
Well, Rick, let me tell you something. When we started out this morning, I said that I was really excited about getting on this boat, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One of the reasons was, I'm telling you, I know that Earl Benson's got a lot of history building bigger boats than he has currently in the Caymas line. And coming up to a 34-footer, it's not the biggest boat he's ever done, but I was really curious to see what direction he was going to take with this hull and this design in his first bigger boat in this brand. And man, I wasn't disappointed. The boat runs like a champ. I mean, it was just, it lived up to every expectation I had of it. And also, the other thing was, when I got on the boat, looked at all these features that were kind of hidden away, and there was a lot of hidden stuff that I wanted to look at. And you know, as I said, I wasn't disappointed about that either. A lot going on this boat.
Hidden stuff. Did you ever see the movie The Transformers, where something looks like something, but then it's really something else?
Exactly.
You could tell the minute you stepped on board this boat that it was built by a longtime boat builder that knew big boats coming and going. This Caymas 341cc is ready to go through just about any ocean you could ever dish out for it. But with a flip of a few switches, you can turn this thing into the finest family boat you ever want to see. I was very impressed with the way that day went.